Laurent, hang up my woolen langota and mix me a bitter kashayam in a big lota. I am going to the prison to share the few coins that I have with me here with those poor prisoners who are waiting for me there.
Dear God, what affectation, what a fake.
You wish to see me?
No, but...
Heavens! Those melons.
What?
Jai Shambhu. The angle of the dangle is directly proportional to the thrust of the bust.
What the hell are you blathering about?
Oh, please, Rowan, cover that prompting nagging bust. They may stir in me the evil of lust.
Oh, you've never seen a nangi ladki. Your thoughts are playing havoc with your little lakdi.
Control your words. Unless you do, I shall be forced to take my leave of you.
No, it is I who must be on my way. But before I leave, I have a message to convey. Madame is on her way down and begs you, sir, to stay and have a word or two with her.
Anbe Shivam. Will she take a long time to come?
No, that's her step, I hear. Jai Shambhu, it is I who must disappear.
Recently have been in essence focused mainly on your convalescence.
Your concern for me is somewhat disquieting.
I clearly cherish your precious well-being.
I wish to speak some private business, and I'm pleased to know there's no one here to overhear us.
I too am glad and entrepreneur. I've always been hoping for a one-on-one with you.
I myself want an encounter between us, where your whole heart is open through and through.
In exchange for this unique blessing, I would like to reveal to you my whole soul and swear that all this criticizing that I've been doing, though perhaps quite overreaching, was not guided by anger or hate, but rather by a passion.
Yes, I see. You only think of what is best for me.
Oh, madam, my devotion is such.
Ouch! You're hurting me.
Oh, it's my zeal that you feel. I wouldn't hurt you at all.
Why is your hand there?
I am sorry. I was just admiring your sari.
Oh, please let me go. You're tickling me.
Such fine workmanship, such lace, the seams, they seem to disappear without a trace.
That's true. But let's speak of this concern of mine. I hear my husband may be breaking his word and giving you his daughter. What have you heard?
It's true, some such words did transpire, but that is not the joy that I aspire to. I seek elsewhere those splendid attractions which I hope to gain entirely through my actions.
And all your heavenly love has been overthrown?
My chest does not hold a heart made of stone.
I'm sure all your thoughts are on salvation, but nothing less holds any fascination.
The love we have for things eternal does not stop us from loving things that are temporal.
Your
Nature-
declaration, sir, is most gallant. But don't you think it's out of character? You would have done better to restrain your passion and think before you spoke in such a fashion. How can a pious man like you?
I may be pious, but I'm human too.
I've heard your well-turned speeches to the end, and what you urge I clearly apprehend. Aren't you afraid that I may take a notion to tell my husband of your warm devotion, and that, supposing he were duly told, his feelings towards you might grow rather cold?
It's true, my lady, but I'm sure that your charity will lead you to forgive my temerity, and you'll pardon my passion as simple human imperfection.
Some women might do otherwise, perhaps, but I shall be discreet. discreet about your lapse. I'll tell my husband nothing of what's occurred if, in return, you will give your solemn word to advocate as forcefully as you can the marriage of Valère and Marianne, renouncing all desire to dispossess another of his rightful happiness.
No! We will not hush up this vile affair. I heard it all, hiding over there, where heaven, in order to confound the pride of this great rascal, prompted me to hide. Ah! Now I have my long-awaited chance to punish his deceit and arrogance and give my father clear and shocking proof of the black character of his dear Tartuffe.
Ah, no, dear miss. I'll be content if you will strive to deserve my leniency. I've promised silence. Don't make me break my word. To make a scandal would be too absurd. Good wives laugh off such trifles and forget them. Why should they tell their husbands and upset them?
You have your reasons for taking such a course. I have my reasons too, of equal force. To spare him now would be insanely wrong. I swallowed my anger for far too long. And what's this insolent bigot bringing strife and bitterness into my family life? Too long he's meddled in my father's affairs, thwarting my marriage hopes and poor Valère's. It's high time my father was undeceived, and I have proof that cannot be disbelieved. Proof that was furnished me by heaven above. It's too good not to take advantage of. This is my chance. I deserve to lose it if for one moment I hesitate to use it.
But Davis!
No, I must do what I think right. Madam, my heart is bursting with delight. And say whatever you will, I will not consent to lose the sweet revenge on which I am bent. Father, I'm glad you have joined us. Let us advise you of some fresh news which doubtless will surprise you. You've just now been well paid with interest for all your loving kindness to our guest. His great love for you has shown its all through his eagerness to make you a court. Yes, I surprised him with your wife and heard his whole adulterous offer, every word. But she, with all her too gentle disposition, would not have told of his proposition. But I shall not make terms with brazen lechery, and I feel not to tell you would be treachery.
Yes, I would never disturb my husband's rest by reporting words of this silly pest. My honor does not depend on such a thing, since I'm well able to resist flattering. And you wouldn't have spoken out against my view if I had any power over you.
Can it be true? This dreadful thing I hear?
Yes, brother. I am most wicked and twisted. Punish me and kick me out of your house.
Ah, you deceitful boy! How dare you stain his purity with so foul a lie?
Have you taken him with such a bluff? Did he not hear?
Enough, you rogue, enough.
Brother, do not scold him. He doesn't know what he's doing.
This is too much, brother. Have you no heart?
Are you so hoodwinked by this rascal's heart?
Be still, you monster!
But
Stop!
can't you realize?
One more word and I will tear you limb from limb.
Please, brother, spare him. I shall beg on bended knee.
Ingrate.
Please, please, forgive him.
Such goodness cannot be. Now, there is true charity.
What you...
Villain. I know your motives. I know you wish him ill. Yes, all of you. Why? Children, servants, all. Shamefully. Make me like no ill-treat this man. He's a holy man. Don't know really what to do with this thing.
Brother, forgive him.
You're going to force her to accept his hand?
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's a good idea. I will have Marianne marry him. And This is my decision. I will defy you all and make it clear that I am the one who is to be obeyed here. Come, wretch, kneel down and clasp his blessed feet and ask for pardon for your black deceit.
I asked the twiddler's pardon. Why? I would rather.
So you insult him and defy your father? Enga the Tartuffe. I will take the Tartuffe and give you 3 whacks on the bum. Get out of the house this very minute. You hear? Be off with you. I never dare set foot in it again.
Well, I shall go.
Yeah. I disinherit. An empty purse is all you will get. Except my curse.
Oh, brother.
I curse the day he ever breathed true.
Please, brother. All of these people are trying to make you think that I'm insincere.
Oh, why did I not destroy him? Why not crush down the evil where it stood? Yes, friend.
Enough. I shall leave this house.
क्या बोल रहे आप?
Yes. I cannot say any longer. And if I talk to your wife, they will speak bad things about me and I can't take it.
No, brother. We shall give them a double dose. Their copying and suspicion shan't divide. Instead, be a companion and a guide. Much better. I'll make them pay for their lies and hate. I here make you heir to my estate. This minute, I to you alone assign the right to all things I call mine. As son-in-law to be, my dear brother, I value you beyond every other. Will you take what I give? My son and heir?
Where angels fear to tread, there I dare.
Come on. Let's take our weapon from its sheath. We will draw the deed and let them gnash their teeth. Glad to see you all assembled here. This contract, my child, contains your happiness. And what it says, I think your heart might guess.
Please do not use your power, I pray you, to crush my heart and force it to obey you. Please do not so embitter and enslave me, and I shall hate the very life you gave me. Please do not, Father, by a heartless use of force, drive me to contemplate some desperate course.
Be firm, my soul. No human weakness now.
Your fondness for him doesn't bother me. Do as you wish, Father, give him your property. If that's not enough, take mine from me. He's welcome to my money, take it. I freely consent and will sign on demand. But please, please do not give him my hand. Allow me to spend my days in a convent, where I'll count my sad days until Lord lets me die.
A convent. When crossed in their amours, all lovesick girls have the same thought as yours. Enough! Even if you loathe the man and dread him, it will be ennobling to wed him. Marry Tartuffe and mortify your flesh. And don't start that whimpering afresh.
Brother, if I may offer some counsel here.
Brother, in counseling, you have no peer. All your advice is forceful, sound, and clever. I don't propose to follow it, however.
I am amazed and I don't know what to say. Your blindness simply takes my breath away.
Madam, I know a few simple facts. One is that you're partial to my rascal son. Hence, when he sought to make Tartuffe victim of a base lie, you dare not contradict him.
I marvel at your power to be mistaken. Would it, I wonder, carry weight with you if I could show you our tale was true?
Show me.
Yes.
Bakwas.
Come on. What if I can show you the facts as plain as day?
Nonsense.
Do answer me. Don't be absurd. I'm not asking you to trust my word. What if, from in here in some hiding place, you could see the whole sad truth by eye and ear? What would you say of your dear friend after that?
Why, I would say nothing, for it can't be true.
You've been too long deceived, and I'm quite tired of being disbelieved. Come on, let's put my statements to the test, and you shall see the whole truth manifest.
I'll take up the challenge. Now do your utmost. We will see how you make good your empty boast.
Doreen, send him to me.
Oh, madame, be careful. It may be hard to catch that cunning scoundrel off his guard.
No, when men are led by passion, they can be cheated in many a fashion. Have him come down. And you two, pull up that table and leave us for a bit. Under the table now.
What?
It's essential that you be well hidden.
But why they?
Oh heavens! Just do as you're bidden. I have my plans and we'll soon see how they flare. Under the table now. And once you're there, take care that you're neither seen nor heard. I'm going to act quite strangely now, and you must not be shocked at anything I do. Whatever I may say, it must be excused as part of the deceit I'm forced to use. I shall employ sweet speeches in the task of making that impostor drop his mask. I'll give encouragement to his bold desires and furnish fuel to his amorous fires. Since it's for your sake and his destruction that I shall be seen yielding to his seduction, I'll gladly stop whenever all your doubts are fully satisfied. Remember, I think he's coming. Under the table now.
You wish to have a word with me, I'm told.
Yes, I have a little secret to unfold. Before I speak, however, it would be wise to close that door and look about for spies. The very last thing that must happen now is a repetition of this morning's row. You saw how hard I tried to make that troublesome Demas control his dreadful temper and hold his peace. In my confusion, I didn't have the sense to simply contradict his evidence. But as it had happened, it was for the best, since everything has worked out to my interest. This storm has only bettered your position. My husband doesn't have the least suspicion, and in mockery of those who do, he constantly wants me to be with you. And that is why, without blame, I can be alone with you, although you're a man.
I find it hard to believe the words that you say. Earlier, you had treated me in a different way.
Ah, if you're angry about that rebuff, you know nothing about a woman's love. No matter how strongly you make love's claim, in embracing it, we always feel some shame. We resist at first, but it is clear on our faces that we will soon yield to your embraces.
Loving you is my only goal, and my heart will follow you anywhere. But the same heart is making me doubt this felicity. Might this be a trick? Might there be a catch wherein you're making me break off the match? I shall only believe that you're not lying only if you grant me the favors for which I'm sighing.
I risk my life in proclaiming my love, and for you, even that is not enough. Can't you be satisfied with what I say? Must you force me into going all the way?
Madam, it is true that I've always longed for you. But how can I believe you? Grant me the favors and then I shall believe you.
Good God, your love is too oppressive. It troubles my soul.
If it's the soul that you're bothered, let me tell you something. There is a science that is recently formulated whereby one's soul can be liberated. Forget your fears and come close to me. I shall assume the sin and let your soul free.
But the fear of God scares me to tears.
If it's God that is trying to conspire against my love, I shall find a way to make him accept what I do. You have a terrible cough, madam.
Yes, it's a torment.
Would you like to suck on my mint?
It's a doctor I need to see. Sucking on mints won't help me.
At least your scruples are easy to cure. It's the noise of the scandal that is the offense. If one sins in silence, then there is no sin at all.
At last I see I'm forced to go astray. I must consent and let you have your way. Peek out the door and see if my spouse is spying on me.
But why do you care? What he sees and where he goes. He's a man easily led by his nose. In fact, he is happy with all the trysts we are achieving, and he will gladly watch us go at it without believing.
No matter. Please go look outside. I'd hate to think he found a place to hide.
Man is a perfect monster. I must admit, this is simply too stunning. I can't get over it.
What? Coming out so soon? How premature? Get back in hiding and wait until you're sure. We mustn't stop until things are proven clearly.
Hell, let not spawn anything so vicious.
Don't be hasty. Try to be judicious. Wait and be certain there's no mistake. Don't spoil it all now, for heaven's sake.
Madam, things have worked out to perfection. I gave the neighboring rooms a thorough inspection. Nobody's there. And so now, we may fornicate at last.
Hold on! Not so fast. I would advise you a little more restraint. Well, so you thought you would fool me, my dear saint? How soon you wearied of saintly life? You want to wed my daughter and bed my wife?
It was against my will to be this way, but I was given a role that I didn't want to play.
Brother, do you seriously think I will screw her here?
Fairly quite clear. Spare me your falsehoods and get out of here.
No, it is you who must go. And have you know that this house belongs to me, and those who oppose me do not know what they do, because I have the evidence to expose and punish you.
What was all that angry chatter about?
Dear God, I'm worried. This is no laughing matter.
What do you mean?
I fear I understood his drift. I'm most disturbed about the deed of gift.
What did you give him?
It's all drawn and signed. But there's one more thing which is weighing on my mind.
What could that be?
I'll tell you soon. But first there is a certain box that I need to find upstairs.
Where are you rushing?
God knows.
It might make sense to have a conference to discuss what has happened lately.
That box of papers troubles me greatly. More than all the rest, it's cause for distress.
Why are those papers so important to possess?
My friend argues, put them in my hands when he had to flee for his life to other lands. And these papers, according to him, are crucial to his life and wealth.
Why did you not keep them to yourself?
Tartuffe was the one to persuade me that
he should keep the box for security. You're in trouble. And judging by appearances, both this deed of gift and these confidences are, to put my thoughts honestly, measures you took carelessly. They could put you in jail for such imprudence.
Father, I hear that scoundrels uttered threats against you that he thanklessly forgets.
It's true, my boy. I'm too distressed for tears.
Leave it to me to end your fears. I shall cut short his life and your distress.
What a display of young hot-headedness. Do learn to moderate your fits of rage. In this just country, in this enlightened age, one does not settle things by violence. I lift this man from his misery. Like a brother, I take him into my home. Every day, I treat him to greater largesse. I give him my daughter and all I possess. At the same time, the lying lowlife looks for the best way to seduce my wife.
Poor fellow.
How is that?
That's fair payment, sir, for what we received. You wouldn't believe us. Now you're not believed.
We mustn't ignore the swindler's threats.
What? Does his boldness have no boundaries yet?
If I had known he possessed a chance, I would have never set off these alarms.
What does that man want? Go and see. I have no wish for meeting with anyone.
What do you want, man?
Hello, Mary John. Where has everybody gone?
Who do you wish to see?
Your master, if he's free.
I'm afraid he has company and cannot be disturbed, you see.
Why don't you pour me a glass of juice and go tell your master that I have some news?
And your name?
Call me Mr. Loyal. I will call you my pile. Assemble your family under this roof in order to receive the message from Tartuffe.
Sir, there's a man here with a message from Tartuffe.
Bonjour. Kaise aap?
Sir, I must ask your pardon. To my shame, I cannot recollect your face or name.
Sir, why all this botheration? Everything will be worked out to our satisfaction. I have come here with a little notification in order to process the eviction.
What are you saying?
Sir, let's have no friction. It's nothing but an order of eviction. As you know, this house now belongs to Tartuffe, and he is the owner of all the things under this roof.
Oh, you bloody louse! Are you asking me to leave my house?
You rotten scoundrel! You!
Hey man, my business here is not with you, but with your father. Don't forget.
What kind of a man did your mother beget?
This man Loyal is of most disloyal sort.
Sir, I can't bear to see your sorrow. I can give you time until tomorrow. I shall stay the night, then very quietly with a dozen of my men. But bright and early, sir, you must be quick and move out of this house without taking a stick.
I might be all but bankrupt, but I vow I'll give 100 gold coins here and now, just to have the pleasure of landing one good cloud right on the end of that complacent nose. Careful now. Don't make things worse.
My boots all itches. To give that beggar a good kick in the breeches.
Monsieur Loyal, I would love to hear the whack of a stout stick across your broad back.
Enough. This has gone on for too long. Sir, please serve your notice and be gone. Oh God. Why does this always happen to us?
मुझे कैसे पता? Asta, asta.
இங்கே செல்லும் இந்த பாதை யாரோ யாரோ அறிவார்.
Slowly, sir, slowly. You won't have to go far to hide in your lair. In the king's name, we shall shackle you fast.
Traitor, you've kept this final shaft for last. With this blow, you want to deliver a message? This crowns all your perfidy.
How impudently the wretch mocks veneration.
Sir, whatever you say doesn't make sense to me. I'm only doing God's duty.
Don't you recall how much charity raised you, you ingrate, from your misery?
How well he's created a treacherous cloak from all that we venerated.
But if the zeal which drives you, with which you plume yourself and lift yourself to a holy niche, why is it that it only came to life once this man caught you with his wife? And why did you only denounce him today after honor had made him chase you away? If you plan to reveal his treason here, why were you willing to take his wealth back there?
Sir, please spare me this clamor. It's going shrill. Please
Yes.
execute the order and do as you will.
Yes. I've been rather slow in enforcing it. Your own mouth aptly invites me to do it. So it will be done if you will come to jail where your ass will be beaten now.
Who? Me, sir?
Yes, you.
But me? Why to prison?
I need not explain my reasons to you. Calm yourself, sir, after passions of such heat. We are all ruled by a king who's a foe to deceit, a king whose eyes can read what the soul has read, and who can't be deceived by such hypocrite. Blessed with fine discernment, his great heart sees the whole picture and not just a small part. When Tartuffe came to accuse you, he simply revealed his own treachery. Someone else had already reported the mess that this impostor had created. In short, the king was revolted to see his ingratitude to you and disloyalty. With his sovereign power, the king will negate the contract with which you gave away your estate. All your papers that the wretch had poured through are here taken away and given back to you. And to demonstrate that he never forgets a good deed, he will give you a lot more than what you need. He never forgets a good deed, and good will always outweigh the evil in time of need. Come, you. Come.
Oh, heaven be praised! No need to stress.
What a happy ending!
I wish all endings were happy.
You should maybe go to Thailand. Hope he rots in jail, covered in fleas. Brother, please, don't descend to such indignities. Leave the poor wretch to his unhappy fate, and thank God no ill has befallen till date. Hope instead that his heart may one day make a happy return to the virtuous way. Well said. Let's go at once, gladly kneeling, express our gratitude which we are all feeling, and give Valere his love which is proven so true, his connubial happiness which is his due.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being such a wonderful audience. I'd like to introduce you my cast, Shiva, Kamini, Vamsi, Mauri, Shivalika, Shweta, and we had Ravanya on the lights and Joseph on the please come. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being such a wonderful audience. I would like to introduce you to my cast: Shiva, Kamini, Sudesh, Vamsi, Mauri, Shivalika.